Well, hello there, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at Frontline, the Western Front. I have really wanted to look at this for years, it feels. So let's go ahead and jump in, kind of see what it has to offer, and whether or not it's going to be a decent game. Now, there is a campaign mode, as well as a historical battles mode. I want to get right into the action. We are going to skip the tutorial, but who the hell wants to see a tutorial anyway? We'll go through it again after we fail miserably in these attacks. Like proper World War I action, we want to learn from our mistakes. So let's jump right in, and let's see how things go. All right, so Battle of Passchendaele. For those of you, especially Canadians, that enjoy World War I history, this is going to be a very important one, I'm sure you know. So let's just see how it goes. I believe we're going to be playing on the Canadian side, but if we're playing on the German side, hey, that's pretty cool too. Do you want to see the intro video? I believe there is one.
Belgium, October, 1917. Dear Mother, I'm writing to you on the eve of a great event. Conrad and I wanted to write something down for you while we had the time, and he's occasionally giving me words to add. I can't tell you where we are, but I can tell you it is far less pleasant than the other parts of Belgium I have seen. This place may once have been a fine place to live, but now it is nothing but a tremendous field of cold, wet mud and shell holes filled with water. I have seen many men fall into the mud and need 3 or 4 more men to drag them out. Not a blade of grass or tree remains, and the village that was once here is nothing but a few heaps of bricks. The Germans are well placed behind their ridge. We've been shelling them for days, but they remain resolute. Anyone who looks over the trench for more than a few seconds is shot. Those Germans may be many things, but they are not bad shots. To their credit, they do not seem inclined to fire on our stretcher bearers, who are working tirelessly in the knee-deep mud to bring back the injured. I must conclude this letter now, as our regiment is readying for a sortie on the lines. We must push the Germans away from the ridge and their guns. I pray this letter reaches you, and know that Conrad and I are looking out for each other. I remain your affectionate son, Len.
All right, guys, so we've got to try to capture Passchendaele. We're going to be getting support artillery. I love the detail they go into these attacks in the game. They actually give you a specific time where Artie's going to be called in, and our goal is to try and capture this point Z area. Now, if you take a look, these are actually our assault or raider troops. We are going to begin the battle, but I think the goal is actually to get those raiders into the trench as the artillery commences. All right, they are going to raise balloons to start coordinating the targets for incoming barrages, and we need to get to that Z point. That's kind of the goal for us. I think actually while they're doing that, should we be moving up with the raiders?
Take the trench!
Here we go. Rolling barrage. So what we're going to try to do is take these 2 infantry groups once the barrage begins, and we are going to push. In fact, we're going to start pushing now. I hope that barrage does... we got to be careful that we don't fall into our own barrage, but we're going for it. Here we go. Charge. Get those raiders in there. Get those raiders in there. Charge.
Wants this piece of ground.
Come on, boys. Let's do it. This is what we've been waiting for, man. Oh, the machine guns are firing already. Go. Get in there. Get in the trench. Go, boys. Get in there. Bayonets at the ready. We go, got some of the boys in the trench. You gotta get that next group in the trench. Not many of them made it, of course. A standard World War I procedure there. Here we go. Get in there. If we can get the raiders in there. Oh, come on, boys. Come on, raiders. Oh, vicious fighting down there in the cauldron. You can see all of the bodies. A beautiful job so far. We're gonna have to bring in some more boys. Let's bring up line 2.
Your weapons down. We have new orders. Get in
Prepare that
position.
second barrage.
Be ready, boys.
Here we go. It is, Tor, it is. Oh! I think we gotta wait for that second barrage. We can't attack like, right now. We gotta wait. Oh! Right on top of them, too. Let's get in there. We can use the mortars here. Field mortars.
Fire!
Fire.
Ready your weapon.
It's a bit too far for one of our field mortars. Oh, that's right. We still have men over here. Now, we could transfer them to another part of the line, right? We could put them over here. Not sure I necessarily want to, though. But going for those MGs would help hugely. What about if we tried to hit the
Ready
MGs?
for fire orders.
Here we
have
go.
our targets. Stand by for orders.
Unfortunately, that rolling barrage is going only over there, so we're going to have to advance with these guys. Now!
Move out. The brass wants this. Attention.
Go!
Firing positions.
Over the trench!
Ready. Fire.
We went too late. We went way too late! Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to grab this route, and we can actually fall back with them.
Throwing.
Brave boys, unfortunately, no chance there. Gotta be perfect on that rolling barrage. I think we have to go immediately when the rolling barrage begins. So let's do this.
Stand by for
Get these
orders.
guys, put them
Ready
in
on the
here.
fire step.
Get on the fire step.
Ready yourselves. Get in position. Load them up. Fire.
Okay, we've taken a lot of casualties. Can't maintain a secure line without reinforcements. Try and bring in some additional Canadian infantry and some raiders. We're going to bring the raiders here.
Reporting for duty.
Get the Canadian infantry right
Reporting
there.
for duty.
Might even wait for the next bombardment. I'm not going to attack yet. And we can also get some air support. Looks like a balloon plus orders on fighter squadron to find and destroy enemy observation balloons. That's pretty good. Let's try it. Where would enemy observation balloons be, right? Possibly all the way back there. Yeah.
Ready for balloon busting mission.
Let's try and destroy some. Right, next artillery strike, that is when we're going to advance.
Get ready to fire. We hold here. Attack.
Here we go.
We have
All right,
new
10
orders.
seconds. We're going to go on 5 seconds. Now,
Ready on the line. We have new orders.
come on.
On the line. Ready for orders.
Proper World War I. Here we go.
Let's grab position.
Keep moving. Don't stop. Don't stop. We're actually doing historical battles. We could jump into tutorial campaign. I wanted to avoid a tutorial for the viewers. Like, I wanted you guys to just be able to see the action. Here we go. Get into that trench, boys. Here we go. Oh, yes. We're there. We're there. Huzzah! Here we go. Now we just need to take that location over there, the machine guns. I love that. You actually see the enemy surrender. That is just so awesome. So now we got to take that trench line. It looks like we've got this one. All right, another rolling barrage. Son of a bitch. We don't really have time to follow this one, I don't think. But maybe we can actually attack from here over into the trench. Allied long-range artillery, hold for clearance. All right, let's not attack just yet. We will try and get additional infantry support. We'll bring in some more Canadian infantry, some more of those raiders.
Reinforcements ready.
No! All right, we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep fighting. I had too much fun. Let's keep going. Let's do it again. All right. Here we go. We will take a look at the campaign, but like I said, I want you guys to see the battles. Yeah, I would imagine it is. We can win this one. We can definitely win this one. We were actually just figuring it out there towards the end. It's really, I think the goal is just to send in those large groups with the barrage right behind the barrage. You almost have to risk your men's lives in an effort to get there on time. I can't either. It might be one of the only strategy games I'm willing to pay for in like 5 years, perhaps.
Belgium, October, 1917. Dear Mother, I'm writing to you on the eve of a great event.
Yeah.
Comrade.
Very good. Okay, nice. Let's go. All right. It is too much fun. It really is. So I guess I can't bring in deploy troops yet. The more ruthlessly war is conducted, the more merciful it is, in fact, for it finishes the war sooner. Oh. Right? Remember, we're going to rush in with that barrage. We're going to take all these guys, all these guys, all these guys, all these guys, all these. Everybody's going to push.
Ready yourselves.
We're going to do it at 5. Actually, we can go now. We did it last time.
Attention! We have new orders. We have new orders. Hold this ground. Firing positions. Stand by for orders.
Here we go.
Fire step.
Come on.
Ready yourselves.
Get on the fire step. No retreat.
Attention! Ready on the line.
See, a bit too soon.
We have new orders. We have new orders.
Get in there. They're going to get in. Nice. Go, 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 go. We're not stopping. We're not stopping. No way. Too close. We're too close. Keep going, boys.
Raise the white flag. Put your weapons down.
Yes, do it. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. I think we're going to take it. Send some more of the boys over here. Send some of the raiders, too.
Ready for action.
Gotta get ready for that next barrage. And it's going to be in more or less the same area, but we're going to be going for the machine guns, see?
Stand by
So there
for
we
orders.
go.
We're moving. On the line. Ready yourselves.
Go.
Get moving. Fire at will. Attention. We need to go.
Get in there, boys.
Take firing positions.
Oh, he is right ahead of the artillery. That's not good.
new
You
orders.
fucking better move. Yeah, very weak sauce there.
Back to the rear.
Well, sometimes you forget to fire at the right time. What can I say? Send in the next group, send in the raiders.
Stand by for orders. Ready on the fire step.
So that artillery never came in.
Ready
All right.
yourselves.
Retreat.
Attention.
Attention.
Retreat
Everyone get
anytime?
back. We have
Get in
new
position.
All right,
orders.
so I guess we're gonna have to go here.
This position is ours.
Boom.
Ready for orders.
Boom.
We have arrived and await orders.
Boom. Interesting. So it must be paused because we are ahead of the line. I think it's going to be too late now, though, to bring in any proper attacks. Hey! Hello, Bagadan. How you doing? Yes, it needs Gallipoli. It would be badass. I'm sure it's going to have it on the finished product. Here we go.
We have new orders.
Already still paused. It's a little weird. Holding for clearance, then maybe that means we actually do need to attempt to take the rest.
Orders. Ready yourselves.
It's not going to work out
We
very well.
can't win this.
No, brutal. Still paused. So I'm wondering why that is. Couldn't be the observation balloon. Maybe it's just simply having men in that trench.
Attention. On the line.
Just going to move to the next trench section. So I guess we need to kind of pick and choose. Interesting what trench section we go to. We're going to try to go around and attack them here and just keep harassing the trench line.
Take firing positions.
Oh. Attack!
Arms up, boys.
Here we go.
Ready for orders.
They're still fighting, man. What a bunch of beasts. Our men did so well. Cut me, squid. Ah, cheers. That makes sense. All right. Well, I guess we have to be extra heavy on those control zones. I think we're attacking a bit late. We might want to wait for the next... Yeah, we're going to wait for the next artillery bombardment. For now, I'm just going to sort of get the men ready.
We have new orders.
And I want to actually attack this way.
Ready on the fire step.
New orders. Positions.
Looks like we're late to the party.
All right.
Reporting for duty. Reinforcements reporting.
We really need is another artillery strike. I love how each shell hole is also perfectly laid there on the battlefield. Just such a nice, like, bit of additional, little bonus for the viewer, you know?
We have new orders. Get in position. Stand by for orders. Ready on the line.
17, nice.
Stand by for
Wanna
orders.
bring these raiders as well.
Hold this ground.
Set positions.
2 should be going already.
On the line. Ready yourselves. We need to fire positions.
Get ready. This position is ours.
Still gonna go for it. Come on, come on, come on. Thought these guys would follow too.
Attention. Now. Ready on the fire.
Come on, we need that thing right on top of the MGs. Come on now. Charge!
Watch this piece of ground. Get in position.
Here we go. Into the trench. Oh boy, it's gonna be some nasty combat here.
Attention.
We got the raiders there too.
Position.
Now get the raiders over here. Get these raiders over here. Let the raiders come out with shovels in hand, ready to deal damage to the enemy here.
Put your weapons down. We can't win this.
Look at all the dead. So awesome. Either way, I love it. Should we take a look at the campaign? Let's look at the campaign. I love the historical battles. I could lose at this all day and still keep playing. All right, let's go for campaign. Oh, interesting. You know, I I think I know the one you're talking about. It seems to be pretty, like, pro-Rus. Hold on. Just give me a sec, guys. One second. Sorry about that. All right. Throwing up my mojo. All right. Take a look at this campaign. Oh, just the tutorial. Okay. That's what I couldn't figure out, Tor. I was trying to with the mortar, and like it did seem like it had a direct view, but I couldn't fire. So I don't know if that's for the demo or you know, maybe it needs to be like a longer distance or something. I don't know, but yeah, no, it didn't do anything.
I lied about my age and joined up when I was 17. Looking back, I was
Demonetized.
just a foolish boy looking for glory on the battlefield. The enemy had sunk our ships and tried to turn Mexico against us, and they had to pay. My platoon arrived in France in April of 1918. General Pershing organized our troops. My unit was assigned to a French contingent for training, and none of us had any experience with the new way of fighting, and the trench lines were a bit of a shock.
All right, Lieutenant Colonel Andre Laurent, welcome to France. I understand you were eager to fight. This is the Western Front. The trenches are no place for the inexperienced. Okay. The check button to advance to the next level. I see an N-turn button, so the check would be this here. I didn't know that at the time, but Laurent had been in the Battle of the Somme. You could see a kind of distance in his eyes, though he didn't let it show in his voice. Map is divided into hexagonal areas called regions. All regions in the map begin under the control of either the allied nations or the Central Powers. Makes sense. I'd like to see some color here, though. It'd be nice if this was, like, red. Okay, blue Central Powers regions are hexed in red. Well, all right. That's not the end of the world. The Russian treaty with Germany has freed up nearly 50 divisions of German infantry to be transferred to the Western Front. Your men are needed to shore up the line and push back against this new threat. Our civilians see this German spring offensive as something to worry about. A worrying civilian is one who does not support the war and begins doubting we can win, even talking about surrender. Second way to win the game is to capture the region containing the faction's command HQ. For them it'd be Berlin, for us it would be Paris, I'm guessing. When you attack a region, achieving a great victory removes 1 star. Once the final star is removed, the region becomes yours. Okay. What's kind of concerning me about this look, and maybe I'm being like too critical right off the bat, but it's kind of reminding me of those like free mobile World War I games. So as long as the battles translate well, I think that'll be fine. But that's kind of the feeling I'm getting right now. I don't like this look. I'll just be honest with you guys about it. All right, military units can be moved on the map. Units have names but act the same way. For example, an infantry corps and tank battalion are both units. All right, that makes sense. All right, Intel is expecting a German assault. French command requests that newly arrived Americans be moved up to reinforce the French forces located at Château-Thierry. So move 3 American infantry corps and move 2 French tank battalions. All right. Okay, so you must achieve a victory of great victory level in combat to remove a star from a region. When a region is lost, any defenders will retreat to the nearest friendly region. It's its own deployment region for bringing in new troops and supplies, as shown in the bonus section of the region selection panel. The deployment regions are Krasnok for Germany, Paris for France, Calais for Britain, and Le Marais for America. All right, select 3 infantry.
We have new orders.
3.
Move out.
All right, easy enough. Units can either move or attack once per turn. Your units can defend whether they moved or attack, but if you initiate an attack, only those units that haven't moved can participate. You cannot attack from a single region more than once per turn. Okay. Allied forces have to deal with the concept of disunity of command. Yeah, they actually dealt with this in World War I. Certain nationalities gain reduced morale when stacked together. There are 3 groups: Britain, Canada, Australia, and India form Group 1. France is Group 2 and America is Group 3. If units from more than one group are in the same region, all units suffer a minor morale penalty. Belgium can stack Groups 1 and 2. That doesn't make sense. Belgium should not be able to sack France because the French hate the Belgians, so that shouldn't be allowed, but okay. Central Powers does not suffer from disunity of command. Interesting. All right. So let's keep on reinforcing Chateau Thierry. Left click reinforce. All right, let's take those tanks.
attente de nouveaux ordres. En route.
Okay, here we go. Preparation for battle. Gold reserves are used for all purchases on the theater command level. See, that's also kind of concerning to me. That screams pay to win if they start saying like 99 cents to get some gold reserves. Here we go. Okay, French command believes a victory at Châtillon-sur-Marne will pull German forces to that location and release some of the pressure in Château Thierry. A good outcome here could also give the people back some positive news. All right. It really is very handholdy, you're right. But I mean, I think it's pretty detailed too, so I can understand why the tutorial's a bit handholdy. Army Intel will give you the exact unit counts and types, and it looks to be a bunch of German infantry corps.
Stand by for orders. We're moving.
I'm gonna send him to Montmirail. And we're gonna purchase a French tank battalion.
Restez en position. En avant.
Ooh, we can get some aircraft too, guys. We're gonna send the aircraft to Montmirail as well. I really hope we get to do some fighting here. Sufficiently equipped our front lines. Now we turn to outlying support for Montmirail. Siege artillery are unique units that do not appear on the battlefield. Instead, they allow you to use siege bombardment in battles. Okay. Did a counter intel mission there. Boost the supply depot. I like the supply elements here. Obviously, especially in a war like this, supply elements are going to be very important. Yeah, exactly. Don't give them any ideas. Exactly. It wouldn't have been the first company that was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. Oh, actually, that seems like a pretty good idea. Let's just throw a few bucks our way, you know. Definitely not the first time that's happened. All right. Enemy turn. All right, so enemy can use spies as well. Good to know. Here we go. Okay, the AI can attack your territories on its turn, which will put you on the defensive. Each front, the line between the hexes, will use a different map. Let's do it. Outcome will likely be a stalemate. Well, I want to fight. Well, you're always able to see each side's total morale and what you're bringing into battle. You'll only be able to see exactly what the enemy is bringing in if you have active Army Intel espionage active in the region. Makes sense. Deployment panel will show you a great deal of information about the upcoming battle, including the region, who the attacker is, and special modifiers. One of the most important things is the available supply, which is broken down in a core supply and your supply draw. Remember that without a supply depot in the region, your supply draw will be 0. Yeah, definitely not something we want. And so I guess we are going to have to do the auto-resolve. That's too bad. All right. I want to engage. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Vive la France! And we're going to be playing mostly with French troops, I believe. There are some British and American troops here, too. All right, I'm Adjutant Chef Gagne. Lieutenant Colonel Laurent has spoken highly of you Americans and your ability to get things done. Okay, all battles are in the pre-battle phase, which allows you to set up your trench lines and initial troop placement. Very cool. So I think these are already kind of preset for us, if I'm not mistaken. Feel free to look around and get your bearings. Battle will soon be upon us, so getting familiar with the territory will be beneficial to you. When you're first time fighting in this specific location, the battle will begin with a few pre-placed trenches. That's what I thought. So that's awesome. So we get to actually draw on the field our trench lines, our barbed wire, our artillery pits, you know, pretty much anything you could think of. I mean, that alone is really cool. All right. Objects such as weapon emplacements, artillery batteries, observation balloons, barbed wire do not persist between battles and will need to be rebuilt each time. Just like the player-enemy trenches also persist between battles and can be updated during the pre-battle phases. This means that your knowledge of the enemy lines from battle to battle can become outdated. All right. And we can use those balloons to essentially get a visual on the enemy. Maybe it will, maybe it will. So getting all the way to the command trench pretty much means we overrun their trenches. You gotta overrun everything else, get to the command trench. Building and deploying troops requires supply. The total supply you have in battle is determined by the number of units and the supply depot in the region on the world map. 25% of your total available supply is reserved for when the battle starts, so you can always have some supply for artillery fire and reinforcements. Alright. You can build an improved trench. Let's try and build an improved trench right there. Another improved trench, all right. Okay. You can upgrade previously placed trenches to a higher level version on top of the existing one. All right. Communication trenches are used to connect lines of firing trenches, providing a way to quickly transition between them. Infantry and comm trenches gain a speed boost. Okay. Comm trench. So we've got to place 2 comm trenches. Let's put one right there. And let's put one... I want to kind of flip it. Oh, there we go. We can flip it. Nice! Very cool. And then a blockhouse trench. Alright, machine gun nest. Let's put 1 MG nest right there. And maybe one... Okay, there's already one there, so let's put one here at our new trench line. Our engineers can reinforce your weapon emplacements, excuse me, if you feel the need, though it will dig more heavily into our supply. And these are the mortars that we saw before. Let's try one of the reinforced mortar nests. Hey, Oops Mist, how you doing, man? Let's do that. And barbed wire, yeah, we get the idea. Razor wire is the more deadly cousin of barbed wire. Razor wire acts exactly the same as barbed wire, but additionally damages enemies that pass through it. And, of course, good old-fashioned observation balloons. Let's place one right there. Why not? All right. Command cap makes sense. Place a heavy artillery. We're going to put some right there. And maybe some right there. Troop deployment. For the Allies faction, infantry companies have a nationality bonus, which grants a unique modifier. You can see this in the modifier by selecting the company and viewing the info panel or tooltip. I feel like some of this stuff we could just wait for the game to have to even think about it. All right, so left click to place them into a trench. We're going to put them in the frontal trench.
Reporting for duty.
Good start. We're going to put 7 more. Let's put 2 here.
Reporting.
Right. I'm going to put 1 there.
Reinforcements ready.
1 there.
We've arrived and await orders.
Two
Looks
there.
like we're late to the party. Reporting for duty.
Infantry companies are generally all-purpose. They can attack, defend, or capture. However, it is sometimes necessary to bring in specialists for specific jobs. And raiders here are basically, grenadier units. These guys go in, usually with grenades and shovels, and just try and beat the hell out of the enemy to get a victory. So we'll put some raiders here as well.
Reporting for duty.
2 American raiders. We'll put one there and put some over here. As with infantry, tanks cost less to place in the pre-battle phase. Unlike infantry, tanks can be placed anywhere in friendly territory. So let's take that French tank. I don't think we've actually seen the tanks yet. Pre-battle bombardment is available if you have siege artillery in the region. And I feel this pre-battle bombardment is, like, essential. Especially, like, when we were playing the historical battles. But for us to move our men forward, we needed that artillery preparation. Here we go. Let's hope we do this one correctly. We're going to begin the fighting. Wish us luck. I think the game does have some serious potential. Absolutely. Hey, Johan. Good to see you, man. We received warning that the Germans will likely attack soon. Get your men into position. All right. We have most of the men set up here. Okay, makes sense. Each control point influences the area of the map and the reinforcement locations linked to it. Blah, blah, blah. If you capture an enemy control point that links to side reinforcement points, you can use those to reinforce your own troops. All right. The supply cost of reinforcements is higher than deploying the same unit in pre-battle. Reinforcements are limited by the number of... Yeah, makes sense. All right, let's put some more here. 2 more units of American infantry. Put some over here, and we'll send some over there.
Reinforcements ready.
Watch your troops enter the map before continuing. Oh, there we go.
Ready yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We need to hold this position. The brass wants this piece of ground.
Units and structures like weapon emplacements can see across the battlefield, but only so far. Where they cannot see is called the fog. Yeah, of course. All right, let's raise some balloons. And interesting, our vision will increase, and we get to see a little bit farther along the battlefield. All right. Sometimes it is useful to defense to weaken the enemy unit before they can attack. So hopefully here we're going to get to test out that artillery. Remember, in the last battle, we were not really able to use it. So let's grab some heavy arty.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
Precision. Ah, okay. Well, they're asking us to do it over some German infantry. I want to do it on the artillery. So let's do infantry. Here we go. Fire. Oh, nice. How awesome is that? All right, I'm liking that a lot. Are we going to get gas shells eventually? This can only get better. Très bien. Incoming artillery fire. Just a proper World War I battle. Look at that. Devastating. See, they used all of their guns. We used one set of guns. Damage low morale
Attention.
infantry. And withdraw. Okay. Removes the company from play, but it does not count as a loss with respect to score. So definitely that withdrawal button is going to be extremely important. In fact, we're going to withdraw with that guy once we can.
We have new orders.
Simply observing the battlefield. Okay, you will only be able to see enemy movement if you have balloons watching the trenches. Normally, enemy units in trenches can't be seen unless you have infantry near the trench lines. Raised balloons can see into trenches from much further away. But of course, then the enemy can destroy your raised balloons with attacks. Okay. Okay, let's click a raider unit.
New orders incoming. Take the trench.
Right? I like that. So they're going to move through the trench. They go through the easiest position possible. When you're attacking enemy trenches, this is a little bit different, but still pretty awesome. Rolling barrage. Get ready. And get your heads down, boys.
Stand by for orders. On the line.
Get in there, quickly. Quickly. Right on top of them. Term over the top refers to the act of leaving the trenches to attack through no man's land. Look at that! Weapon emplacements such as machine guns and mortars will automatically fire at the closest targets in range. So now we understand how those mortars work. We don't get to use them to fire at the enemy trench, but they will start firing when the enemy attacks. Firing step. Left banner position in the reserve. Only the firing step can fire. So I guess that second unit doesn't actually do any fire. Let's defeat that incoming attack wave. Here we go. All right, get the goddamn mortar. I mean artillery. Boom. Artillery. Here we go. Oh yeah, artillery is definitely firing on him. Artillery. Here we go, boys. Artillery. Vive la France. Oh, we are doing damn good so far. Keep on firing. Keep on firing. Reload that artillery.
Ready yourselves.
Nice. Look at that. A lot of German infantry withdrawing there. I want to get another shot with the arty, though. Come on, come on, come on. Reload. Might want to send that second step into that trench position. Look at all of the bodies. How awesome is that? And of course, this would be a tremendous amount of points lost by the enemy. They are going to go ahead and drop a massive artillery barrage on our trenches, but a bit late, if you ask me. Default abilities for both light and heavy artillery will disable the ability of all infantry emplacements and artillery to fire their weapons. So this is why you've got to do that rolling barrage while you're attacking. I think so, it does, yeah. Alright, let's send in 2 French tanks.
Char de renfort prêt.
This is the first time I actually see tanks coming into the battlefield, which is pretty awesome. It's going to do a little bit of additional fire, why not?
Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Feu.
We got to actually keep our eye on the tanks. There we go. There she is. Tank's a little weak sauce on coming in, but still cool.
Établissez les positions. Rechargez pour un barrage de zone. Pilonnez cette position.
Well, yeah.
Prêt.
I love the artillery, man. Absolutely love the artillery.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Établissez le barrage. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Total. On a nos cibles.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres.
On attaque.
Position. Prêt. On avance.
And so all we have for artillery, unfortunately, just keep on attacking with the tanks at this point. Let's see how they perform in battle. Damn, look at that. Brutal, man. Just one more artillery strike would be perfect right there, but it doesn't look like the enemy can deal with these armored beasts. Fire! Oh, that artillery is pretty rough. Incoming air. Enemy has dispatched fighters. Fighters and bombers have 2 missions they can perform. Enemy fighters can threaten your balloons. It is up to you to decide if you want to lower them or not. Remember that balloons are lowered and raised all at once. Sometimes it's worth to risk to keep the balloons raised to ensure vision. All right, let's get that air support. Boom. And we might as well target directly over the balloon. This should stop their pilots from destroying us. Artillery barrage.
Établissez les positions. Rechargez pour un barrage de position. Équipe prête. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage.
That artillery is just so devastating. Another barrage. Let's do it right on top of them. And look at that. We got a dogfight going on above the battlefield. That is awesome, guys. Well, this is the final attack wave. Let's hope we can stop it. It seems pretty massive. Oh, yeah. We shall not surrender. But we should reload those guns quickly because they're getting awfully close there.
We have new orders. Hold here.
Get in the trench.
On the fire step.
Chargez l'artillerie.
Les ordres arrivent.
Look at that. It's such a satisfying amount of enemies too. I really like that part of it.
Établissez les positions.
Here we go.
Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Équipe.
We are just gonna blow that hill up.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
Blow up the hill.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. Les coordonnées pour le barrage.
The attacker has the option to cease fire at any time to end the battle and total the score. The defender can only surrender, which gives you up your control points and command trench to the enemy. Battles can also time out. When the timer reaches 0, you have lost the daylight and the battle ends with the same rules as a ceasefire. My next question would be, can you have night battles? Because, I mean, that would look huge. That would look awesome. We can deny the ceasefire, but it looks like it's asking us to accept the ceasefire. Stop their assault, and our troops are standing down. We have held our ground. All right. We'll see this as a success, which hopefully will press upon the need to see this war through until we have achieved our final victory. And I really like this element. It's sort of got the hearts and minds that recent games like Fire and Maneuver also have. So really like that. Oh, you will be directed to the results screen. Let's see, guys. Look at the amount of dead. Unbelievable. So these are proper World War I casualty ratings. 3,864 conscript infantry killed, 2,319 basic infantry killed. We lost about 360. Pretty fascinating stuff. And they also killed one of our tanks and one of our fighter aircraft. But that is amazing. Now, if we click see battle detail, wow. Unbelievable. So it actually gives you a little battle playback, I believe. Love that music too, by the way, man. That is so cool. Over there. Dun, 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 dun. I guess this is why there was that that warning about seizures, because of that. Jeez. Infantry companies can use their grenades while moving, even when moving through a trench line. All right. I like that. King Edward. Good old King Ed. So there we go. A great victory. And I like that national will change increases for the Allies and, of course, decreases for the Central Powers. Man, I think Oops Miss said it best. This game has a lot of potential, and I've got huge hopes for it. That being said, I'm going to end the stream here. Again, maybe send them a message. Get them to send Agrippa a proper copy so that we can cover this thing in detail. That being said, I'm going to throw you guys an ad, and I'd also do a self-ad, and that is for my Twitch channel. make sure to join us over there. In fact, if you follow us over there right now, you get a gunshot. You'll see what I'm talking about. .tv/GripMaxAntis. Go down there. We have fun. And we'll definitely be playing this over there eventually. However, I'd love a finished copy of this. That would make me a very happy camper. Thanks again, guys. Everybody that stopped by. And a special thanks to guys like Allah Dia Bagran Insan, who are actually members. I hope I pronounced that. I probably mispronounced that terribly. But people that become members really, really help the channel out. And allows me to make videos a little more regularly. I know I haven't really been keeping up with many videos on the channel. And that's because I just not that interested in strategy games at the moment. Kind of focusing on other things in my life. But I'd like to bring you guys something like at least a few times a week. So let's see if I can't get back to that. Thanks a bunch. Take care. Make sure to hit that like button. I'll see you on the next video.